Can you win Capcom Cup with just solo Terry? Like, do you feel like
Nah, nah,
just not it?
no, not
Not
really.
even on a good day?
You gotta have like peak performance, I feel like.
What is going on, guys? Fighting Game Select is back again. We are here today to talk about some Street Fighter 6. And I'm here with the Capcom Cup finalists, but also Capcom Cup champion in Street Fighter 5, and also now qualified in Street Fighter 6. iDom, what's good?
What's up? What's up?
We are here today. I had to drop all of your government, though. I had to let everybody know.
The credentials, the credentials.
Yeah, I had to drop all that resume, the resume paper front and back, even though that everyone wants a one-page resume, but hey, we had to do front and back. There's a lot of history behind it. Well, look, Terry just won War Warrior East Asia with Oil King qualifying him for Capcom Cup. Now, everybody, you know how the internet works, man.
Yeah.
They see a character that is trash or win, we gotta say some takes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's take two. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna ask you, man. Is Terry good? What's going on, guys? This video is brought to you by Tenno Media. Tenno Media is a bunch of fighting game lovers, fighting game fans. They've streamed Evolution. They have official game licenses for game companies, as well as supporting fighting game artists. Fighting game community member artists is such a huge thing. So many talented people in the fighting game scene, and Tenno makes sure that you guys get a taste of all variety from all amazing artists. So thank you so much, Tenno Media, for supporting this video. And also make sure you guys check the Black Friday sale that they got going on in the link in the description below. And make sure you guys check out this video right now.
Terry's all right. Like I said, I'm not like changing my opinion just because Oil King won the World War with Terry. I've always said Terry's not bad. It's just like you have Ken and Akuma in the game, so there's I don't want to say absolutely no reason to pick Terry, but like Ken and Akuma are just better in most of the front. So I can't really see Terry being too viable in like high pressure tournament scenarios, especially if you could pick like Ken or Akuma. I'm surprised Oil King picked Terry in the first place, but I think he was kind of already qualified for Capcom Cup. So I think it was kind of just like hey, I get to mess around with Terry because no one in this tournament could pass me in points, so I'm just going to qualify anyway. So I think it was just like a fun factor for Oil King. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a fun factor too. I mean, we know damn well, I mean, anybody who played Terry and like kind of, the believers, we know he's not that great. Playing Terry in like, top 8 because he already qualified, he's just chilling right now. I mean, it is what it is. There's really no risk. As you said, man, players play better when they are stress-free.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you're not stressed out and you're already good, you relax, you can win with any character. I mean, it's like Punk, right? Punk can play random select and he'll win a tournament here and there. Does that mean the character's good? Absolutely not. Does that mean Punk is good? Absolutely correct. Punk is very good. So, just watching that, I was just like, yeah, this is water is wet. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much how I took it.
I feel like people are always excited to see, low tiers or underrepresented characters do well in tournament. I think that's kind of just what makes the fighting game circle go around, because, that's always the big thing that people love to see. No matter what the game, it could be Street Fighter, it could be Tekken, it could be Guilty Gear, it doesn't really matter. But when you see an underrepresented character do well, everyone's just like, oh man, you see anyone can cook kind of mindset. So I do think it's good for the game in general.
Man, let me ask you this question. This might be a while to take, but Ed is not a popular top tier character. Do you think people get excited when he wins?
Maybe not in America, but in Japan, I feel like Ed's pretty popular. And like, there's so many top tier Ed players. You got Lashar, Ending Walker, Chris CCH, Shine plays Ed as well. There's so many good Ed players. So I think Ed's a pretty popular top tier character. The character I think that's not popular top tier has got to be like Guile, but Guile's just snooze no matter what. Like I never like Guile, so
Guile got 2 moves. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. Guile got nothing.
He got 2 mechanics, bro. Yeah, when I think about it, but like even though like Ed is like popular like amongst top players, like the performance of like when you see like a bunch of characters, like I've only feel like this specific is in a specific region. You get what I'm saying? Like like before, like there was a lot of Lukes, right?
Yeah.
And like that character was mad popular, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of Lukes and there was a lot of Kens, but like there was characters that were really good that wasn't a lot of popularity with, and I was like Cammy. So like, do you feel like that, like, were people excited to like watch Cammy perform last season because that character was not as popular?
Yeah, it to me, honestly, this goes kind of back into like the Street Fighter 4 days where people were super excited to watch like Hunko Seth. But like, I think there's one player doing well with the character. Like in Cammy's kind of take is kind of like Punk. You know, Punk's kind of the Cammy player. But when there's one person doing really well with the character and like shows such a mastery over the character, I think it's super exciting to watch compared to watching like, you know, 12 Lukes in Capcom Cup all kind of doing kind of a bit the same thing. So I think in terms of that for fighting games, that's kind of where it gets kind of iffy. Like, I'm sure Oil King could have probably just played Rashid and, you know, won the bracket just as easily with Terry. But there's something different about seeing Terry win it instead of just like Rashid throwing level 2 at me for the 1200th time.
Not the 1200th time.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the Rashid Great Desert Storm too many times, man.
yo, Conflict Desert Storm.
Yeah.
That's a throwback game.
Yeah.
But yo, yeah, dude, I feel that, and yeah, I think Terry also being super cool, aesthetically appealing, and just like you know, just wins different from like Rashid. So I agree with that. I think that is something, that people just like to see.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask too. Like now, do you feel like Terry is in a position where, like, can you win Capcom Cup with just solo Terry? Like, do you feel like nah, just not it.
No.
Not even on a good day.
You gotta have like peak performance. I feel like you gotta be insane to kind of do it with just Terry. I don't know. I do think, like I said, I think this game is more balanced than people want to put out. But like solo Terry winning a tournament of that scale, that's a big ask.
Even though, you know, he's kind of like one dimensional in a lot of scenarios. But man, like when he starts getting like the cancel combos, it's like really cool.
The whole like I've never played a character that had like stand or crouch specific combos until Manon, I think, but I don't think any of the other characters I played in fighting games really have had that. But now that I actually like have to do stuff like that, I finally realized how cool that actually is to have like combos work on when somebody's crouching versus when somebody's standing. So
yeah,
I know Terry has a lot of stuff like that. So like those kind of combos are actually kind of sick to be able to pull off and be able to have the awareness to realize my opponent's crouching when I hit them or something like that.
Like, do you feel like as Terry being as like okay as he is, do you think he got a good matchup spread to at least fight like a lot of those popular characters?
I think most characters in the game could probably fight a lot of the good characters. Like I said, I think this game is probably more balanced than people want to admit. But I think the way it is balanced is kind of boring, because like the reason it's balanced is because a lot of characters can do the same thing. If somebody told me, I think the only character I would be genuinely shocked if they got into Capcom Cup would be Honda. Every other character can, you know, win games and just, you know, win your regional world warrior to get into Capcom Cup. So I think every character kind of has a shot, piggybacking off of like the Terry thing. So he does have the tools to fight the top tiers, and if he gets, you know, some perfect parries and some throw loops, he'll be all right. So he could definitely win. He could beat a Rashid in bracket if, you know, you guess right.
And even like his throw setup is not as like strong as other characters, like Ryu.
Yeah.
How good do you think Terry is in like the meta right
now? How many characters are in 6 right now? It's like 22 or 23?
22, I think 22, 23.
He's probably like 14, 15, 16 around that area.
Damn.
I mean, it's kind of mid.
That's not bad.
It's kind of like midish. Like I said, it's kind of, he's not, you know, Rashid Akuma level, but he's not terrible. Like I wouldn't throw him down there with like Honda Marissa level either.
Yeah, when I think about it, I just be like, what stands out?
he has everything you want. That was kind of what everyone was afraid of when they were showing off the trailers. He has everything you want: low forward drive rush, a good throw loop, well, decent throw loop, invincible reversal. His damage with the level 2 is really good. Funny enough, yeah, he has some cool stuff. It's just not as straightforward, I would say, as like a Ken or a Akuma character.
I feel like his level 2 has so much like there's so many like red tapes that is like holding it back, if that makes sense.
Yeah, not being the
Because you have to do it. You have to do an EX move to cancel into it.
Yeah.
Or it has to be a specific juggle. Things like that, right? But then if you look at like Terry's like EX moves, like which EX move are you going to be able to cancel it, right? It's probably the EX quick burn. But the problem is that I don't think it cancels off of like the third, like the last launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that kind of defeats the purpose. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like his level 2, there's so many red tapes to get to it that I feel like it's not good because of that.
It's very finicky too. I've seen his supers randomly drop out of like combos that obviously shouldn't. So
yeah, or like the second one with.
Yeah, he has a lot of finicky. Yeah, there's a lot of little things that you have to know are like something's just gonna randomly drop, and Akuma punches you twice and then he just wins the game.
Yeah. Kuma do like this adamant punch and like you going to Cancun.
Yeah, you're out the bracket.
Yeah, you're off the bracket, dog. So yeah, I just feel like even though he has everything, it's a lot of red tapes. Like
on paper he does, but like it's a weaker version of everything. I like the way they put Terry into the game. I'm curious how they're gonna do Mai, because I feel like they're being kind of cautious with Terry. I don't want them to be as cautious with Mai, but maybe Terry gets some buffs in the future and then become the character who's wrecking havoc in tournaments, and then people will get tired of seeing him.
Yeah, man, we need Terry from Smash, not KOF.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, so hey, with that being said, man, hey, thank you so much for being here, bro.
No
Where
problem.
can they find you?
Follow me on Twitter, iDom NYC, Twitch, iDom NY, and YouTube, iDom FGC as well.
Let me know how you guys feel about this video. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys leave a like, and we'll see you guys on the next Fighting Game Select episode. Peace.